Hey everybody, it's ViiViiVoo, and as of April 1st, 2023, I am now officially a painting student. So yeah, I'm transferring from advertising to painting and my portfolio got accepted, and I'm really excited to finally show you this finished sketchbook that actually took me 3 years to finish. Yes, this sketchbook has been sitting there for 3 years, and finally, when I discovered that I wanted to do painting and I admitted it to myself, that I could finish the book. So yeah, this sketchbook represents the 3 years of struggle that I've had with my art. And for those of you who don't know, all of this was triggered by my Sheridan animation rejection when I was coming out of high school. And that's when that rejection broke my heart and made me question everything. Like, do I really want to be an animator? Is this what I really want to do? And finally, realizing that I was listening to others and not listening to myself. And so yeah, I went to Sheridan, then I went to U of T, and then I dropped U of T against my parents' will and bet everything on OCAD. And when I was applying for OCAD that I saw the advertising program, and actually it was funny because the portfolio, I was actually struggling to find a lot of the work that I wanted to submit, and that wasn't because I wasn't experienced. It was actually because I thought that my work was like nothing at the time, because the things that I would create would take like minutes and I would like throw them away after. But it was only then, when I was applying to advertising, that I realized, well, damn, actually all that stuff was pretty good. Why did I throw it away? And so even though I'm transferring now, I don't see my experience at advertising this year as a waste. I actually really think that I was meant to come here, especially since I think that my time here at advertising helped me realize my position in the world and how much I can offer. Because before I came to this program, I really thought that my work was like maybe below average or like average-ish, but now that I'm here, I realized how much I shine. And not in a condescending way, but it's more of in a way where, wow, I realized how much I can offer the world. But yeah, advertising, okay, ever since I graduated from high school, like, I have been struggling to draw. Like, it's pretty serious. Like, this sketchbook has literally been sitting here ever since I graduated grade 12. And it was mostly, I think, because I was lying to myself with a lot of the things that I wanted to do, right? And if you're lying to yourself, how can you create art? Because art is something that you create out of love and out of authenticity. And if you're lying to yourself and blocking yourself and trying to fit into the box of society, then how can you create art? And I don't think I understood that at the time. I think I was frustrated with myself. I was actually really frustrated with myself. Like, how come I can't draw? Like, I'm pretty sure I learned my lesson from Sheridan. Like, don't draw for others, draw for yourself. But how come I still can't draw? And that was because, there's a truth, but there's also steps to realizing it when it's so different from what you've been telling yourself. And so, I had little by little awakenings to things that I was telling myself subconsciously that were actually blocking my creative vibration and my creative potential. And that was part of me trying to steer my path in a way that it wasn't meant to. Actually, admitting to myself that I wanted to be a painter, the whole process started with My Dearest You. Actually, for my entire life, I have avoided painting like the plague. And it's funny because that ends up being the one thing that I'm going to pursue in the end. But yeah, My Dearest You started it all because when I was feeling so much pain at the time, I didn't want to touch my original ways of drawing. I didn't want to do inking, I didn't want to do sketching, because all of that stuff kind of reminded me of the pain that initiated all of it, right? And so painting was still drawing in a way. It was like art, right? But it was a medium that I didn't fixate any type of closed mindset onto. And so I was able to paint, and through painting I was able to heal some of my pain. And that's how it all started. That's how I started to realize, I've never painted before, and my paintings, they have a lot of potential. And same with this, there was another sign that I received. Other than starting my Dearest You, it was the watercolor elective I took while I was doing my first year at advertising, which actually initiated my choice to transfer. It was this type of still life class where like you would paint from real life, and I had never actually done it before because, you know, like looking me, an aspiring animation student, I did not use watercolor for realistic painting. But oh my god, in that class I was so good. Like, I had never done it before, but like I was like blowing my own mind while I was painting. I was like, did I have a past life as this? And like even students in my class were like, when we were doing critiques and stuff, they would say, oh, this looks like an oil painting. Oh, this looks like an oil painting. And I'm like, I have never touched oil painting in my life. What if I pursued oil painting? What would happen? And even like the professor like was so on board with it. And so yeah, I was like having like realizations like, did I oil paint in my past life or something? Like, but anyway, so it was the My Dearest You, it was advertising being so easy that I wasn't motivated, and it was this watercolor elective, and all of it together made me realize that I was meant to be a painter. And actually in the painting program, your thesis is doing a final exhibit, a professional exhibit. And I was thinking like, wow, what if I can turn My Dearest You into a professional exhibit one day by the end of the 4 years? And I decided that I was going to pursue it. And you'll see in a few months after this. In a few months after this video, I swear that I'm gonna prove to everybody that I'm meant to be a YouTuber and that my paintings within 4 years, it's gonna be worth it. And so yeah, I'm transferring to painting. I'm really excited. And to anybody who has already realized that they are trying to do something that they do not want to do with their life, like, don't even bother. Like, you're just gonna end up walking in circles. I think I've said this in my previous video, but yeah, don't walk around in circles for 3 years. Like, that was all of this journey of like me thinking that I was gonna be this, I was gonna be that, oh, I'm trying to control the outcome. That's exactly what causes artist block. Artist block is you trying to be a perfectionist, you trying to control the outcome, you trying to be something that you're not. And you know, artist block is spiritual block. And after this 3 years of like walking around in circles, I finally recovered and I finally finished the sketchbook. And to everybody who has watched this entire video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm so excited to record my experience at art school as a painting student. And I'm gonna take ceramics next year, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, lots of love and thanks. See you in the next video, hopefully. Bye!